I just saw this tweet from Kyo. This is crazy. I was just talking about this a couple months ago too in one of my first AI art segments. I was like, dude, this could put a bunch of people out of business, AI stuff, not just artists. And I was mentioning, text to speech and deep fakes and all that, and I mentioned the idea of AI generated content creators in the future. Like imagine a company like not like Hololive, but you know how Hololive has VTubers, obviously, you know what I'm talking about. Imagine a company that's like an MCN and they represent a bunch of AI YouTubers, It's totally possible in the future, except it turns out it's more possible sooner than I thought. Check this out.
My followers often say that I'm too classy for them. Based? No, I'm definitely not based.
You can see additional information for the AI and how it works here from the Twitch channel. Now, some people may be skeptical, like, is this really an AI? Is it really like no one controlling it at all or making it say certain things? Is it really just like reading chat and reacting to chat? And if so, I do wonder if it's ever going to be able to play a different game or if it will need to be coded to play something else. I guess all that can get kind of complicated. I don't know much about coding, but I'd imagine it's a lot easier to code an AI to play Osu than like Skyrim or something. Like, just imagine from a company's point of view, you can have like 100 talent working for you and you don't got to pay them anything because they're all AI. They're not actually real and they're making you a bunch of money. Now, obviously, there's going to be probably some third-party company that like gets the AI and you got to pay out. Like, there's going to be some cost involved, obviously, whether it's a third party or in-house team that develops the AI or whatever. So it's not quite that simple. But you do see the point. Basically, just try to look at how a company's point of view may be when it comes to AI. For example, another big thing a company might look at is, hey, this certainly reduces our potential liability for things like labor issues and workplace harassment issues, as a couple examples. And of course, you also can just have AI and humans supplement each other. For example, have an AI do like 90% of the work, outsource it to the AI, 90% of it, then have a human come do the final 10% to basically like clean up where the AI may have made mistakes, but overall still saving you a bunch of time and money. We could theorize even further and talk about like legislation as well. For example, you have politicians passing like 4,000 page bills that we know they are not reading. What if they make an AI to read through all of it and point out like potential issues? Obviously, whoever codes the AI is gonna influence like what it's looking for and what it will like and not like. But I'm not saying this is a good thing. I'm simply making an example of like another area where AI might be used. All this stuff is really freaky to me. It's also very interesting. However, given what I know about corporations and government, I don't think there's any stopping AI. I think powerful people and powerful organizations are going to utilize AI any way that they can. To close this segment out, let's return to the AI Vtuber who currently has over 3,000 viewers live and has apparently only been streaming for 9 days. So we might see more and more AI content creators popping up and them just having explosive popularity in the short term as people see it as a bit of a novelty thing, like a new thing, like, whoa, I'm watching a robot, that's crazy. But I do wonder how long that entertainment will last. I think it'll depend on the demographic. For example, adults may get bored with the AI content creators eventually. It does depend on the content as well. Like watching them play video games, that might get boring after a while. But I do think like the easiest demographic for AI content creators to target is actually like 3, 4, 5-year-olds, like very young kids, because I don't think they're going to care so much if they're watching a human or an AI as long as it's entertaining. So I think some corporations are going to see that that niche and really try to make that their target market. Not saying it won't work for older people. I just think there's a little more risk involved. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents on this so far. We'll see how things progress. Once again, I do think this is all really freaky. I'm not like excited about it, but I do find it interesting, and I don't want to underestimate AI. And I do think, yeah, this is only the start. So we'll see where things go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you there.